Hi everyone, so today I'm just going to run you through a plugin called Smart Slider. It's good for when you want slider headings or heroes, or if you're displaying some products on your website or some featured items or anything like that. So it's pretty much just a sliding hero. So once you've installed it, it should appear on the side here in your panel. We just click it. Alright, and then you get all your sliders here. So we'll create a new project. You can start with a template or you can start from scratch. Just going to go from scratch. You've got a slider option or just a block hero. You've got the simple slider, carousel slider, or the showcase one. We'll go with the simple one for now. Just leave that as it is. And you've got a choice to play with the width and height as well. Alright, down below you've got the slider shortcode. You've got all the settings for size. You've got portrait, landscape, all these settings you can play with. You've got controls. You can also hide the slider on mobile and desktop and create two, one for mobile, one for desktop, for example. You've got the arrow settings here, the bullet settings, so you've got the dots at the bottom of the slider, and you can play around with where you want those setting as well. And a few other little options here. Some animation on how you want the slider to come across. We'll just go fade, autoplay option, and then a few other options as well. So once you've just set up your settings, you can add slide. Just go with the blank one. And then you edit the slide. There is a lot to know about the Smart Slider plugin, but we'll just run you through a quick tutorial. So once you've got your slider here, you can add a background by clicking and then clicking what you want to add, so an image, video or color. You can go ahead and pick your background if you have a background image. Let's just go with that one. Great, so and then let's say I wanted an overlay on my background. Put an overlay over it and then just play with the transparency here. Or you've also got the option to add a gradient from one way, so like top to bottom, that kind of styling. And then once you've done that, you'll see inside the content section you can add your rows. This is where you can add sections to work in, so I can like drag and drop a heading in there. Maybe I could drag and drop another image in that one, and then maybe I want a button in that one. And you've got the option, obviously, once you click whatever you want to edit, to change and alter anything. So you've got button, you've got the styling here, your font sizing. With the buttons you've also got the hover option, so when you do hover, if you want it to be a different color, For headings, pretty much the same. You've got all these editing options, and then you just type in your heading there. You can also link out to other websites as well, link the button, same deal here. So that's that, and then you've got some block of text you can do. You've got bold, italic, all these options. And also another good thing to know is when you click on the plus, you've actually got a library here. Some of these settings might not show up unless you are using the Pro version. You've got a lot of animated things you can do, and a lot of other little cool stuff. But for the time, I just want to show you that the library actually has some preset themes you can use, or preset, layouts. Some of these won't be, they're like restricted to a higher paid version of it, pro version, but you still get a fair few options. Let's say we wanted to display a product. If you click on any of these, it'll apply it for you, and you can go ahead and change the items inside. So it's great to use if you need some layout inspo. We've got a fair few pricing packages, for example. It's a good layout. You can just edit the background and all this stuff from here. All clickable. You've got some margin and padding options you can play with. You can duplicate. You can hide on certain desktop, mobile. You can copy. And yeah, that's it for that. So let's just say we're going with this one. I'm going to save that. Go back. Now you probably want to have, I'm just going to copy it. Copy and duplicate it. And then just click into that one. And I'll just add a different theme for this one, so we can tell the difference when it's the sliders actually sliding. Alright, I'll go with that one. Alright, go back. Now we have to add this slider to our page. So you've got the ID number here, which is 17. You can add it as a shortcode, or you can go onto your page, just start any section, a row, and then you search here, smart slider, should come up. You've got an option to select the slider if you know the ID, just pop the ID number in, save, and then if you just go preview, your smart slider should just appear, and all the settings you've applied to should be working on it as well. Alright, there we go. So that's our slider that we've done. I haven't set it to autoplay, but you can have that option as well. But you've got here sliders, and you can change up all these arrows and colors and hover. You can have hovered arrows, all these options, and yeah, and that's it. Thanks, guys.